All right, y'all boys. Today we have a part two on Kelley Jones. Posted a video on him yesterday from some clips that I liked. But I wanted to do a part two dedicated to his game against Arizona State and a couple reps he had against Jordan Tyson, right? That game was early in the season. He was a true sophomore, by the way. And in this game, he only allowed one catch for 20 yards on 6 targets, which is just an absolute monster of a game at the corner spot, right? But don't want to yap too much. But let's get into the first clip. I'll play it full all the way through, and then we'll get into it. Boom. Teach tape. But regardless, so you guys are going to sort of see a little right-left. And this is not a sprawl by any means. What I consider sprawl is when it's two pierce steps, right? Boom, right foot and left foot. It's okay to do a double pierce step with the same foot, right? But I think he's just sort of getting his feet hot, right? So there's not too much to say about that. But what really wins the rep right here is just watch. Forget about Kelley Jones for a second. Watch Jordan Tyson's release, right? Boom. Watch one more time. It's a phenomenal sell to the outside, and Kelley Jones doesn't bite, right? But when he sells to the outside, see how Kelley Jones shuffles. His legs do not cross over. He's still his hips are a little open to the outside, but it's fine because his legs did not cross over. If his left foot crossed over his right foot, Jordan Tyson would have an easy access to the inside, right, for his slant, whatever route this is, right? But you guys see what I'm saying here? Jordan Tyson selling the outside. Kelley's going to kick off the left foot to do a shuffle. He doesn't cross his feet over, though, right? Boom. He does shoot the wrong arm, but I'm not going to lie, y'all. I think he is 200, 205. Just real strong, doesn't let go. Boom, throw him to the ground. Great play. All right, y'all. So we got the second clip here. He's up here at the top, right? I think a red circle's popping up. I'm going to play the full clip. Boom. Once again, teach tape, man. All these clips in the same game, by the way. I have more after this one. But let me zoom in for y'all boys for the first 5 yards. We can really dive in, right? Boom. Right, he's up here. Man-on-man coverage, right? Boom. First things first, right? Once again, he does a little peer with the left. I think it's just a natural thing to get his feet hot, right? But it works for him, right? We're going to count that as a peer step, right? You guys see his left foot. I know the quality is terrible. Bear with me. Boom, right? But what I really like about this is the receiver is going to sort of stem outside, but his hips are still square, right? And so are Kelley Jones' hips. Boom. After that peer, he takes a shuffle and does not cross his feet over, right? And it's sort of a shuffle because the receiver hasn't declared left or right or got into a sprint or he hasn't given us anything, right? So at this point, those mirror drills that you see, that's basically what he's doing. Eyes on hip, just mirror and stay square. Don't cross your feet over, right? Boom. Now that he's declared on the outside, he does get in that position, right? He does accidentally cross over his left foot over the right foot in this clip, but it is because at this point, the receiver is 3 yards past. Once the receiver gets 3 yards, there's not going to be once the receiver has started dancing around for 3 yards, it's going to be very late to try and cut back the opposite direction, if that makes sense, right? But he also did get a little lucky here, right? You know, look at how narrow it is versus how he normally plants that right foot. It'll kick off the left foot again, right? But regardless, though, let me switch this all the way over. Boom. Get the left hand on the shoulder. Look at how far he squeezed him out of bounds. Even if, I know the quality's terrible, y'all, I apologize. Even if he catches his ball, I mean, there's just no shot that you can come down with 1 foot, right? And especially the NFL when you got to get 2 feet in, right? But great job squeezing him to the sideline. I'll play it all the way through. Play it all the way through right now. Boom. Mirror him with a shuffle. Cross his leg over a little bit, but that's all right. All right, y'all. This is a third clip, right? He's down here at the bottom. Let me play the full clip before we dive into it. A little bit of a double move, right? Great job guarding the double move. But once again, y'all, first things first. Once again, he sort of does that left foot, right? It's a good job getting his feet hot, right? And for this one, Jordan Tyson's going to immediately give us outside, right? But he does a great job. Look at how he kicks off that left foot. Boom. You guys see that? He didn't cross his feet over. Boom, kick, right? And that's the kick that widens the receiver out, right? And Well, really, this is a simple rep to go over, y'all. I don't want to go too much into it, right? That left foot, get a hot kick. His feet never crossed over, right? Boom. Jordan Tyson's going to give us that double move. Notice how, I don't even got to say too much, right? Y'all already see what I'm seeing. I'm going to give y'all 5 seconds, low-key. My arrow's already on there. Low-key might have gave it away. That's me. But his shoulders are parallel to the sideline. His jerseys are parallel to the sideline. His butt is pointed to the sideline, right? That's what's able to cover the double move so well, right? Boom. He stopped for barely half a second, right? Boom. Recover. And Jordan Tyson does a great job of sort of getting open for a back shoulder ball. But if this is the space that a quarterback has at the college level to fit a back shoulder ball in, and he is right here to make a play on that ball, if the ball did sail over out of bounds, I don't know where you throw it, but if he does throw it right here, I do believe 6'4", I do believe Kelley Jones is able to get an arm in there, right? But once again, let's take it back. Left foot, get active. Boom. Don't cross your feet over. Shoulders still parallel for that double move. Boom, right? Play it all the way through, though. Boom. Teach tape. All right, y'all. This will be the last clip for this video of Kelley Jones against ASU, right? This was probably my favorite one, and the ball wasn't even thrown his way on this clip, right? Let me play the full clip though. Boom, teach tape. It's completely strapped up, right? But boom, for starters, he's gonna get into well, Jordan Tyson is skipping sort of straight at him, right? And when a receiver skips straight at you, you can do a hard jam, right? Throw one or two arms. If it is the wrong arm and they swipe, your hip could be liable to get locked up, right? So an alternative to that is exactly what he's doing, is getting into a slow motor or an inch, whatever you want to call it, right? But essentially he's backing up, but let me show y'all. I know the quality is so bad, but you guys see how his heels are off the ground and he's on his tippy toes. Maybe if I play it. Boom. You guys should see it from boom. I don't know. Yeah, the quality's bad, but you guys see how his heels are off the ground while he's doing it. That is super essential because you're able to keep your body weight and your shoulders over toes, right? Boom. His shoulders are still, I know he's not the lowest that he could be, but he's 6'4", y'all. Let me remind y'all. But shoulders over toes, heel is off the ground because it's mainly his toes and the balls of his feet, right? So when you are doing a slow motor or an inch, if a receiver is skipping straight at you, it's very crucial. Keep your shoulders over your toes and stay on your toes. Keep your heels off the ground, right? That way you're not leaning back and falling over, right? Because this receiver is giving him some good juke moves. Boom, right? Giving him a lot of da-da-da-da-da, if that makes sense. But once he declares outside, right, Kelley's going to kick off that left foot, plant the right foot, boom, push off that left foot again, right? Do y'all see that? Boom, get into it, push off the original kick off the left, plant the right foot, boom, put the left foot down and kick off of it for one last time and then get to a run, right? It's just teach tape. It really is. This is perfect teach tape to look at. You guys should notice how like his legs, boom, plant, right? Kick, plant that right foot, push off of it again instead of crossing your feet over, right? He starts sort of at the top of the numbers, right? He's almost at the top of the numbers, right? But after Kelley's kick, he is completely below bottom of the numbers, right? We'll give it a 2 full yards and he just now put a hand on him. Because of that good kick, right, and not allowing your feet to cross over, he was able to widen Jordan Tyson by 2 yards, and this is completely strapped up. All right, let me play one more time. Stay on your toes, boom, all that good stuff. I'll repeat it just one last time. Boom, heels off the ground, stay on your toes, shoulders over toes, wait for him to declare left or right, kick off the left, plant that right foot, boom, push off the left foot one more time. But yeah, that's going to be, hopefully y'all see what I'm saying on the last one. I know it was a lot of talking on that last one, but hopefully you understand what I was trying to get through. But that'll be it for this video. Like I said in the last one, just let me know anything in the comments, any feedback, or simply what corner you want to see next, right? But with that, have a good week.